us black men, as we were saying earlier, we are some of the last men to go get checked, family. We're going to have to pass out, half dead, call 911 before we actually go to the hospital. Okay, we'll see a doctor. I get it. I'm the same way. I don't think I went for a broken thumb and had to get my lips sewed up one time after a good squabble. Okay? It was back in the day. But not to pick on a few of y'all brothers and people in here, fam. I see that y'all got them bellies like this, fam. It looks like you're pregnant, fam. All I'm asking is one is the baby is due. Okay? Because you're going to have to drop that load, fam. Then when you got that, I say that, you know, in a funny way, but it also is very serious because when you got that, that means you, to me, that you either pre-diabetic, you possibly got high blood pressure, or you're on your way to high blood pressure. You probably got some type of back pain because this part is your heaviest part of your body, so you're putting more pressure on your back. You probably got edema, some type of swollen joints or pains going on right now, okay? Because of this, not only that puffy belly telling me that you ain't nothing but a walking dump of sewage of dead and rotten flesh and meat, and you got parasites and worms and all these things just moving around in that gut. Okay, I know it sounds disgusting, but these things you must understand. In discussion, went to the doctor, he said, well, hell, your blood work look good. It ain't about your blood work, man. Okay? But by the time you do see any blood work, that means it's bad. Okay? That's why you need, like man was saying earlier, think you have to get pre-examination. But with me, I deal with the whole body. Okay? So y'all come see me. I'm trying to touch you for your hope, see if I see things before it gets too bad. Okay, I don't diagnose, treat, or cure, but I just deal with if your energy is off in a particular region, okay? And then we also, like I said, sick body equals a sick what?
Mind.
Sick mind. And we sick body, sick mind, how we gonna really build our community? We even think about economical levels when we are sick. If we go right now, if all of us right now have a challenge to a light, steady jog from here up to paying school, over half of us would be like, about for a block or two, we're like, man, I'll catch up. We know I give up, family, half of them give up, and stuff like that. But think about it, we trying to do things in units. We trying to do things in the community. How are we going to do that if we don't have enough strength, enough energy? Okay, you see what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about here. We don't have the proper health. Okay? Because we got a sick body, it's equal to a sick mind. So if you have a strong mind, even if you have a sick body, guess what? You still can maintain and do your thing. All right. Y'all follow that? You know, and one more thing, we ought to have people with cancer, right now with strokes. We got diabetes, like I say, get things amputated, and all these things. But diabetes itself, believe it or not, can be reversed within 40 days, fam, if you do certain proper things. Also, your high blood pressure, that can be reversed within 60 days. And stuff like that, they should do this certain proper things. It's unnecessary for us to keep dying the way we're doing in our community when these things can be taken care of. Think about it. A lot of this stuff didn't really increase until after the 80s and the 90s. Before then, you didn't hear about all these types of deaths. Okay? From strokes and high blood pressure, aneurysm. Somebody sitting at the table and I was like, boom! Because the blood vessel done popped in the head. Okay? These are real serious things. So, I think that's all I pretty much want to kind of touch on and kind of share with our community. And also, I want to come in and speak to y'all more. Oh, one more thing. I'm reading this book today. I've been reading for a couple of weeks. It's called Medicine, right? By Scott Whitaker. And just before, I think, Brother Sean hit me up and said, hey, come out, you know, represent, show people what you got in the community. And I really appreciate you, Sean. And, you know, I got to this chapter 7 of this book, and you know what the chapter says? It says, the barber, the first institutionalized surgeons. So the barbers that we looking at right now were our first surgeons. Okay? And it started in 1096 AD. It began with William, the Archbishop of Verona, prohibited the wearing of the beard to stop the spread of Islam. Okay? The word barber itself comes from the Latin word barber, B-A-R-B-A, which means beard. Okay, I don't go into all of this, but I just want to, barbers became the assistants to the physicians and clergymen until the 12th century. They also was considered the priests as well. Y'all also was priests. It's like y'all doing it when y'all saying y'all ministering to the people that's sitting in the chair. Y'all are true ministers, okay? And one more thing I just want to touch on that seemed very interesting. But yeah, please leave it at that right now. But yeah, I found that very interesting that just before I came here that I got to this chapter and come to find out that, hey, y'all are the original surgeons. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still are. Just that back then they were doing a lot of things with wrong. They were doing what's called bloodletting. And they believe that if you cut something, let it bleed out, and it get better and all these other things. They still do bloodletting. They call it when you go, as soon as you go into the hospital, they give you an IV and they suck your blood out, and they take all these tubes of blood and y'all be like, why they take so much of my blood? They really don't need that much blood, if y'all know that or not, to do all the tests they do. So that's a good question to ask your doctor. Why are you taking so much blood? Because they don't need that much. So my name is Dr. Copeland. I hope y'all got my card. Join me on IG, on also on YouTube, on the DOCTAHCOPELANT. I'm here to help the community, show y'all the alternative way. I'm not a medical doctor. So that's all I say.
Thank you.